Yo, yo, getting set up. Be walking around in a minute. I can't see anything. The glare on my phone is ridiculous. We're gonna walk around in a minute. I'm getting set up, y'all. Glad to be back. Why didn't this post on my... Why isn't this post on my... Oh well, it's not posting. Y'all can share it on X for me. If not, for some reason, it's just not working for me. All right, we're gonna walk around. We were going to go to DC today and hang out with Dominic Box. He was kind of had some other things going on. We couldn't really get a concrete plan, so I figured I'd do Baltimore today, and I think we're going to hang out with Dom tomorrow. There's a really cool Caribbean fest. They have it every year in Baltimore, and they're having their parade tomorrow. It's like Carnival, so that's at noon Eastern. I think we're going to go cover that and then go do something else fun. But today I figured I'd show you guys the Inner Harbor and all the cool stuff down here. Enjoy. There used to be the U.S. Constellation used to be down here. I think they had to get rid of it though. I think they had to tear it apart because it used to be right here. Big, huge. But I think that was like basically rotting. What is it? Yes. Oh, so like right here? You go like outside. Yeah, I got you. I got you. No problem. No problem. All right, so now apparently the aquarium grounds are right here. They don't like you to record, so we'll just get the ship from the other side. No recording in the National Aquarium. I was just going to walk up this side of that ship and show you what we got there. The hell, pirate ships. This just used to be little cheesy paddle boats. They're all pimped out now. It's a shame Dom didn't come. You can see me and Dom in one of these. Going out in the harbor. Oh, these are electric. Oh, hell yeah. If I get Dom up here tomorrow, we're going to come take one of these out on the harbor. That would be too much fun.
Nah, bro. Mom and Dad brother came home.
Where are they at? Still necessarily good, but you're better. What is the foundation? And I would love to see 5 times. The all jeans?
That's the actual aquarium there. So apparently, like that's their grounds. The girl, she asked very nicely that like their policy, you can't record there. I guess copyrights. They don't want you showing their dolphins off to anybody. It sucks because that submarine's really cool. You can do a walkthrough. That's been there forever. That's an old Navy sub. I was gonna walk through that, but maybe we'll put away the selfie stick later and act like we're just walking. Yeah, I'll be able to pull that off. We'll do a walkthrough on that later on when we get back down here. Oh, let's walk up this way to power plant while we're down here before we go up the other way. Usually a lot of like street performers and all kind of cool stuff going on over here. It's crazy I live here, but I probably have not walked around the harbor in 10 years plus. Used to come down here all the time. And then it got kind of for a while. They had we actually had the first ESPN zone was actually here in Baltimore. I cannot see the chat. Hold up, I gotta close this out and reset. Here we are. Now I see you guys. Now I see you. Sometimes I gotta reset to get the chat to come back on. Hey Lee, what's up? So anyway, this was really hopping back in like the 2000s. We had the first ESPN zone in the country. That was right where Phillips is now. And then that lasted about 10, 15 years. About 10 years ago, the harbor kind of went dead. Started getting the team takeover shit going on, shootings. It wasn't as much a tourist attraction for a while, but the last, pretty much post-COVID now, they have been restoring it and opening things back up, and it's gotten really cool again. The water here is really bleh. You can't see a couple inches below the surface. This is actually really clean. There's usually crap floating everywhere. It's really murky, muddy, oily water. Yeah, that's actually clean. It's usually really bad. Absolutely, very dangerous. Even here, this used to be like downtown. Used to be like the safest spot of the city. Obviously, the harbor, and like you said, in the last, really the years leading up to COVID, it was like shootings and stabbings and robbings. You never had that up till like the 2010s. There was a shooting here not too long ago, but I think overall they've gotten it kind of more touristy. You see a lot of people walking around with kids, which is good. Maybe we can get a view of that. No, hard rock cuts it off. It's too early. There's usually a lot of street performers over here doing all kind of cool. Oh, I can get by. Let's see if anybody's up here. There's a dude that used to hang out right around somewhere around here and break dance. He was incredible. Used to stop and watch him for like 10, 15 minutes every time I came down. This is newer too. This wasn't here before. It's outside for the Hard Rock. There's the old Hard Rock. Oh. Yeah, this is all just walkways back. So I'm just going to cut back over and go down to the main inner harbor part. Yes, Adora. One on the selfie stick and the other one up in the air. It stinks around here. It's that water. It's terrible. Terrible. So leaping back to where we were, and we'll walk down by the main part of the harbor. In a couple hours, Pickles Pub across the street from Camden Yards. The Orioles are at home tonight. They have a big outside garden, they call it. It's just really concrete, but they fence it in. A lot of people go up there, so maybe we'll walk up there a little while. Check that out. I was going to go to Fort McHenry, but they do the flag raise at 10 a.m. every day, and they play the national anthem. And you know, the national anthem was written and inspired by the Battle of Fort McHenry. So that would be definitely something when I go, I want to check. Probably, if we're going to hang out with Dom tomorrow, probably Sunday, I'll try to do Fort McHenry early. They have that at the flag raising at 10. And then at 10, 11:45, they have something else every day. So get there early. We either do that Sunday or Monday. Yeah, I tried to get like Dom to commit to like what he wanted to do today, and he's all over the map. Well, I got to go here, but I'm here, and if you come here, yeah, we can hang out. But actually, I want to do this. Maybe tomorrow. I'm going to Williamsburg. You want to come to Williamsburg? How about DC? You want to do DC? You know what? I've never seen Baltimore. I was just like, yeah, we'll talk later. Look, this is what I'm talking about. Look at this. Look at that. This is like the tourist area for people to come from out of town and see Baltimore. As you can see, the fish. Poor little fish. They can't survive in this crap. It's disgusting. And it's been cleaned up. That's disgusting. Right? Poor fish. Absolute people are just. Welcome to Baltimore. That's why I'm getting up. Out of Dodge.
Hi, sir.
Hello.
Quick question.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever heard of Doctors Without Borders?
No, I'm live streaming right now.
Have a nice day.
All right, you too. Look at this. Look at that class. Terrible. It's terrible. Right by where people come to hop in these little electric pirate ships to take out. This is what tourists walk up and see. Welcome to Baltimore. Welcome to Baltimore. There's the kitties out there doing their, I guess they might be electric now too. They used to be paddle boats. You used to be able to walk through here. This is Baltimore's, this is our World Trade Center. 27 floors. We'll walk up there later. You go on the 27th floor as an observation deck. You get a cool view of the whole city out towards the county. So we'll walk up there later. I've been to a couple weddings that were up on the 27th floors. It's pretty cool. This is actually a piece of World Trade Center from 9/11. Where is the caption? Okay. Together remember the people of Maryland who perished on 9/11/2001. Amen. Remember the people of the entire United States who perished on 9/11/2001. That's a beam from one of the trade centers. Still makes my stomach drop when I see things like this. It's got the names of names and look at this poor woman. 9/11. It was her birthday. Amelia Fields. God rest her soul. She died on her birthday. It was probably celebrating. Was that? I don't know if she was working or whatever, but it was her birthday. Poor soul had no clue what was coming. Anyway, a lot of people forget, but I'll never forget. These might be, oh, they are paddle boats. I thought these were electric too. They used to just have the little tiny paddle boats. These are for kids or for me and Dom. Put ones in the chat if I bring Dom to Baltimore tomorrow and you want us to do the paddle boats. Yeah, there's the aquarium there. A lot of some nice boats over. We'll walk over there. The walkway goes all the way around, so we'll walk all through over that way too.
Come here and talk to the guy here.
(1706), the port of Baltimore started being used 2 decades before the founding of Baltimore. Whetstone Point, where Fort McHenry now sits, official point of entry for state's tobacco trade with England. So 1706, Fort McHenry's over that way. That's where the battle was and what the Star Spangled Banner was written for by Francis Scott Key. That's why we Baltimoreans own the Star Spangled Banner, and we get a pass when we scream out "Oh" during "Oh say does that." Yeah, we're allowed to do that. Nobody else can make any noise but us because it's ours. When me and Moni were at the in line for the fireworks, somebody played Whitney Houston's rendition. There was quite a few ohs. When I hit that part, I was proud of it. Quite a few Oreo fans. There's Domino Sugar over there. We'll walk over that way eventually. Dragons, yeah. I was looking around, I'm like, is there swans here? Yeah, it's dragons. I thought you saw some real swans. I'm like, what are swans doing in this water? This filthy water. All right. There used to be another ship there. Let me see which one this is. Okay, Constellation is still here. Yeah, this is the, okay. They restored it and moved it. It used to be parked over there. That's why when I walked up, I was like, the Constellation's gone. That is the USS Constellation. See, you used to just be able to walk out there and walk up to all of them, but we'll get a good shot of that from the other side. Yeah, they are. They are. It's work.
Are you making a video?
Yeah. Want to say hi? What's up? That is the USS Constellation. It's been down here for decades. It was really, they did a good job restoring it. It was like you could starting to see all the mold, and the boards were getting all dry rotted. They did a good job though restoring it. Maybe we'll take a ride on the water taxi later. It takes you all around the harbor, around to the other, like Fells Point. Maybe that's what maybe we'll do. Maybe we'll take it over Fells Point. Lot of it's a really cool little area where right where Edgar Allan Poe allegedly died, outside one of the bars there. Has a lot of cool historical stuff, a lot of cool shops. So maybe we'll take the water taxi over to Fells Point in a little while. I'll show you Fells Point too, and then we can take the water taxi back later. That would be a plan. Let's see. Excuse me, how often does it run?
Every 45 minutes we come back.
45 minutes? What's it go? Fells Point?
We go from here to Federal Hill, Fells, Harbor East, and come back.
Awesome, thank you. Okay, sweet. Yeah, it hits all the Federal Hill. Yeah, we'll hop on that. That'll save me a couple miles of walking. I got enough walking in the last 3 weeks. But I like walking. Moni got some steps in too. I got to give her props. She was keeping up pretty good. It was hot. I don't ever remember being in 117 real feel with that kind of humidity. Like in Arizona, I've been where it's like, 115-ish. But that's a different 115. I mean, it just literally feels like you're sitting in a sauna. The air's just dead. There's no breeze. It's crazy. There used to be a lot, before they cleaned it all up, there used to be a lot of homeless people, and they would come and they would do different shows. There was this one guy, he called himself Flipper, like the Flipper the dolphin. And he had like this little song he would sing, and then he would jump in the harbor right here, and then he would like act like a dolphin, like he would pull himself up, keep jumping in and out like a dolphin. People would give him good money, then he'd go get drunk. Old Flipper. I got a secret too. He was I met him in 2011 when I did 4 months in Baltimore County. He was my bunk buddy for 2 months. That's how I met him. And then after I got out, he got out a couple years later, and I came down here to see him. Oh my God, he was one of the funniest fucking people ever. I hardly slept at all during the night. He would just tell me story after story after story of his drunken tirades down here at the harbor, getting arrested. He had been arrested something like, we went to court together one time, and the judge goes, "Oh no, here he is. How you doing? What'd you do this time?" His wife had gotten something like 65 ex parte orders on him, and she literally would get the order on him, and he would just go knock back on the door. He's like, "This is my house. You're not kicking me out." He'd get arrested again, go through the court system, come back. No, he was crazy. Super nice guy though. But yeah, if he wanted to do something, he was going to do it. It didn't matter who told him no, judge, whatever. My man Flipper.
Oye, cuéntame the story. Vaya, voy a sentar aquí y me saca que not even an inch. I want to go on a boat ride. Let's go see how much they are. Go ahead.
So the next water taxi is in 45 minutes. You don't keep time for me. Let me know. All right, it's 2 Eastern. Let me know when it's like in a half an hour, or like 2:35, 35 minutes, 2:35 Eastern. Wherever I am, I'll walk back that way and catch the next water taxi. This used to be all boats docked here. I guess they built this and made them all move up. Oh, they cleared it out because they had that Sail 250 show last week. That's what it was. They were bringing in all the old military ships, so that's why this is all cleared out. Usually there's boats docked all along here. Is mom awake yet? She's probably still sleeping. 33 minutes. Me and Moni had the best time ever in DC. It was freaking amazing. We did all kind of cool stuff. Went to Georgetown, ate on the water, did the Exorcist steps. Went to the National Archives Museum. I highly recommend that. It's free. Also the what's it called? U.S. Postage Museum. You think it's just like a bunch of stamps and everything? No, but it gives you like the history of, how you doing? History of U.S. like postage, how they used to do the airmail drop-offs. They had a couple models of the old airplanes they used to do the drop-offs in. It was actually really cool. They're both free too. Both free. Moni got to go walk through the Great American Fair real quick. Somebody's not allowed to right now. But she got to do a walk through. If anybody went, it was a pretty big disappointment. Of course, I was having a good old time until I wasn't. You know, talking to people, taking pictures, getting interviewed. But as far as like, I'm just a normal person that's not dressed up like Uncle Sam in the center of attention, it was a pretty big letdown. I mean, I've been to like little town weekend fairs that blow that away, and there's better food to eat, more options, better entertainment. It was a pretty big failure.
No ice cream.
This is the Maryland Science Center. This place is really cool. I haven't been here since my son was young, probably 25 years ago, but that's really cool. Moni, PJ, when you come to town, that's something you would like. The Science Center is really cool. Damn, it's not as hot as it was last week, but humid. It is humid. It's like 87, but the real feel is like 96, and it's just that dead, sticky, dead air. Yeah, that Sail 250. The main days were the 26th and 27th, Saturday and Sunday, and somebody had all my cell phones, my keys to my car. I couldn't do anything that weekend. It sucked. I would have been down here. They had the military, they had the flyovers, all the old military ships coming in. That would have been great. I almost went that morning and bought a prepaid plan just to be able to do that, but I didn't feel like doing anything at that point. I was so irritated. Couldn't get my stuff until Monday. Then I get there, and then they said, good God, they're stupid. Oh, the officer that sent the stuff over, he put some of your stuff as evidence and some of it for pickup. We have it all. It's his mistake. And we've been calling him since you called this morning, but we can't get in touch with anybody to release your stuff. So I sat there for almost an hour. And then they knew how irritated I was getting. They finally said, all right, we're just going to override it and give you your stuff. I was like, yeah, good idea. Freaking clown show, man. An utter clown show. This used to end here. This whole walkway is new. Rash Field Phase 2. Me and my buddy used to go up the top of that hill. We used to set our when drones first got popular, like 11, 12 years ago. We used to go stand up on that hill and fly them across the harbor. That was a lot of fun. Pops is jamming the Guns N' Roses while he's jogging. Getting it in. God bless him. That's a beauty. Oh, right there. Hey, that's a beauty. Yeah, from far away it is. Till you get up close. It's trash everywhere. It's clean here. But down at the main point, there's freaking liquor bottles and people are disgusting. Uh-oh. There you go, Moni. That's your thing. Well, among other things, Moni claims to be a expert level kayaker. We're yet to see that yet. Yeah, that was a fun interview. We were in the building with no AC. It was 117 real feel outside. It was pretty hot in there. I was sweating. It was like it's under the lights, plus it's hot, and it's just like there's no fan, no nothing. But sat there for an hour and a half. We had a good old time, and he did a great job cutting it down to the best 35 minutes. Ended up great. Yeah, I was contacted by a bunch of lefty news organizations and stuff, and as soon as Edgar hit me up, I was like, yeah, he's getting the exclusive. I'm not talking to any of them. They'll cut half of a sentence out, connect two different sentences, try to flip the context on me. I'm good on that. Okay, we can get it here too. Damn, we just missed that one. If I walked like I almost outwalked the taxi. Remember I was getting ready to take off when I walked way back? I just missed it again. So, well, we'll walk out to the tip here. This never used to be here. That building's pretty new. Bet you those condos are a nice penny. That's back where we started. Over across. See if there's any cool ships out here. Yeah, we're gonna get that water taxi here when I walk back. right out there, right in the water with all the old tourists. But there's some other cool Fells Point and Fed Hill and all of them they're really cool little areas too. So we'll go check that out. God, it stinks. Ugh. Smells like dead crabs and old prostitutes. Ugh. Yeah. I will. I will make sure they let me record. Good call, Moni PJ. Lots of sailboats. Yeah, this just goes around the condo here. That's Domino Sugar where I showed you way back there from the beginning. And then you go out, right there you go out, and then it leads out into the Chesapeake Bay. So we'll walk back down. We'll catch the next water taxi and we'll go check out Fells Point. That's really cool. That's where Edgar Allan Poe went into one of the bars there and then walked out and mysteriously fell dead. It's got some really cool old historical buildings there. A lot of cool shops and everything. And then we'll figure it out. Federal Hill's real cool too. We'll figure that out. And then if I'm down here late enough, we'll go out to Pickles Pub across the street from Camden Yards when the crowd starts getting there in like 2.5 hours before the Oriole game. That's always a fun time. Real feel of low to mid 90s feels like relief compared to what DC was those days. Man, the third, this Wednesday through every day there. And Sunday they were like, you're gonna get some relief today. The real feel was like 109. That was our relief. Almost 110-degree real feel. That was our relief. All right. Rusty Scupper, they have banging seafood. Really good seafood restaurant. I haven't been there in probably 10 years. It wasn't real expensive back in the day. I'm sure now it's gotten ridiculous expensive. If that was Moni, she would be all the way up around the corner, flying down towards the front of the harbor. Right, Moni PJ? Yeah, thank God. you know I'm just messing with you. These two got it. They're moving. Redoing this whole part. This was getting run down. This is probably going to be real nice when they finish it. Rush Field. If we end up at Pickles, I might get a ice cold Natty Bow. Haven't had one yet this year. I didn't go to opening day. I'm ashamed. It's only the second one I missed since sixth grade. Sixth grade? Yeah, since sixth grade, 19. Oh, let's see. That would have been 1984. From 1984 until this year, it was only the second opening day I missed, and I am not happy about it. You like canoeing? I've never done either. We used to row rafts down at my grandmother had a real nice house right on the Chesapeake Bay, so we grew up spending the summers down there. We used to row the big rafts, and it was always me and my cousin Lee. We were the two oldest boys, so it was always us two rowing like 10, 12 cousins, so it wasn't easy. But I've never done a canoe or kayak. But I know one thing, when I do, and I raise money, I'm gonna freaking destroy her. I will, if we do a race, say like, I don't know, 50 yards, I'll double her distance. I'll get to 50, she won't be at 25. I'll destroy her, and I will definitely have the camera on too. Alabaster Slim. Oh, we can catch the water taxi here too. We'll walk back down there. That's where most of the people are. We'll wait down there where the action is. How you doing? What's up, buddy? God bless your grandmother, Jennifer. I lost mine in 2018. My last one I had left. That sucks. But she's in a better place now. God bless her.
I wouldn't even care, but this.
Water here. They got ice cream. Yeah, it sure is. Yeah, mine was 93, and she was healthy up until the very end, so she lived a really long, good life. Amen to that. Waterfront recreation season is here. Kayak rentals and there we go, kayak queen. When you come, you know, when you come to Baltimore, you know what we're doing. Yeah. They're sneaky little fuckers. I'm watching you. It is hot out here. Shoot. Bird duties. Make sure I didn't get any. I didn't get any. Almost stepped in a landmine. Yeah, they're sneaky. Camden Yards is right. You can see one of the light fixtures off in the distance, barely. That's about 4 or 5 blocks that way. And then Ravens M&T Bank Stadium is right behind that. We'll probably walk up there once we're done doing all this. Somebody look up how old the USS Constellation is for me. Oh wow, America 250 Visitor Center. Oh wow, U.S. Navy. How did I not see this on the way out? What we got in here? They probably won't let me take this in. That's really cool. Whoa. I didn't even see this when I walked by. Hours of operation. 10 to 4 shirt. Shirt and shoes are probably. I might be able to record in here. Hey, it's just a walkthrough. Nice. Nice. Hell yeah. I walked right by this on the way in. Dirt to dirt. This is awesome. Oh my God, the AC is blasting right on me. It feels so good. Analog kid. Saying she was maybe a Civil War Union spy. The damn glare. I'm trying to see so y'all can see it. Whoa, I walked right past this the first time. Well, it's the opposite. It's on the right. The water's to the left. So I was like focused on the what's going on over there, and I walked right past this building.
This is life on a U.S. Navy aircraft carrier. Captain Sterling Gilliam, USN, retired, Director of the National Naval Aviation Museum.
Whoa. Yeah. Boy, this is probably gonna be cool. Put this down.
English Commodore asks me if I demanded quarters, and I, having answered him in the most determined negative, they renewed the battle in double fury. They were unable to stand the
See if I can.
but the fire of their cannon, especially the lower battery, which was entirely formed of 18-pounders, was incessant. Both ships were set on fire in various places, and the scene was dreadful beyond the reach of language.
Ooh, that was cool in person.
Jones, commanding officer of the Continental frigate, Bonhomme Richard.
After informing you that so fine a ship as the Guerriere, commanded by an able and experienced officer, had been totally destroyed and otherwise cut to pieces, so as to make her not worth towing into port in the short space of 30 minutes. You can have no doubt of the gallantry and good conduct of the officers and ship's company I have the honor to command.
It's awesome.
It only remains, therefore, for me to assure you that they all fought with great bravery, and it gives me great pleasure to say that, from the smallest boy on the ship to the oldest seaman, not a look of fear was seen. They all went into action, giving 3 cheers and requesting to be laid close alongside of the enemy. Captain Isaac Hull, commanding officer,
Constitution is still in the harbor in Boston. I saw that when I was there.
Getting a ship underway,
Hell yeah, you know it was crazy.
to meet and engage them as far as possible from the Minnesota. Our captain made straight for the Merrimack, which had already commenced firing. And when he came within shore range, he changed his course to come alongside of her, stopped the engine, and gave the order. Commence firing. I tied up the port, ran out the gun, and taking deliberate aim, pulling the lock string. The Merrimack was quick to reply, returning a rattling broadside, and the battle fairly began. The turret and other parts of the ship were heavily struck, but the shots did not penetrate. The tower was intact, and it continued to revolve. A look of confidence passed over the men's faces. We believed the Merrimack would not repeat the work she had accomplished the day before. Lieutenant Samuel Van Green, Executive Officer, USS Monitor, March 9th, 1862.
About 4:10 p.m., while escorting the convoy, the lookout of the Fanning, Coxswain David D. Loomis sighted a small periscope about a foot above water, some distance off the port bow. The periscope was visible for only a few seconds. The destroyer immediately headed for the spot, and 3 minutes after the periscope had been sighted, dropped a depth charge. Nicholson also spread the position of the submarine, which appeared to be headed toward a merchant vessel in the convoy, and dropped another depth charge. At that moment, the conning tower of the U-boat came to the surface between the Nicholson and the convoy. The Nicholson fired 3 shots from her stern. The bow of the submarine came up rapidly. She was down by the stern, but righted herself and seemed to increase her speed. As the Nicholson cleared, the Fanning headed for the U-boat, firing from the blowgun. After the 3rd shot, the crew of the submarine all came on deck and held up their hands. The submarine surrendered at 4:28 p.m. Lieutenant A.S. Carpenter, Commanding Officer, USS Fanning, November 17, 1917.
My plane knifed downward at 240 knots. The rising sun emblem on Geiger's bell made an inviting target, so I used it to sight my bombs. I picked out a spot on the ocean, but I expected that big red port to be in about 49 seconds. It dived for it. By now, Geiger's gunners fired everything they had on us. Into it, not a single nugget that other tail touched my plane. About halfway into the dive, I could see my target was definitely targeted. It looked just like the identification bottles we kept in our rooms. I wanted to assure myself, so I released my bombs when the altimeter read 2,000 feet. This was my lowest dive. I jerked the bomb release the lever, and my 3 bombs dropped loose. I pulled sharply on the stick. I felt the awful, gut-crushing sensation of 9 G's squeezing my body. The sea spray swept my reach. My 500-pounder slammed into Congress forward elevator right at the edge of the big red circle where I had aimed. The bomb penetrated Congress' upper hand and exploded below the flight deck. My pair of incendiary bombs went into the igniting fuel and armed aircraft spotted the red. Right from the front, which the carrier never moved. June 4th, 1942, Lieutenant Dusty Clyde, United States Navy.
Years have been marked by hard work, intense research, and precise planning by hundreds of thousands of Americans in government and industry. The utilization of space truly has been a national effort. The talents of the military services have been invaluable through these years. The United States Navy has played a particularly important part in the development and final realization of that enterprise. There is yet a long way to go. Eventually, Americans will visit other planets in our solar system. More immediately, we will man space stations, pilot space shuttles to visit these stations on a regular schedule, and invest investigate the distant planets and the solar system with unmanned spacecraft. The United States has established its lead as a spacefaring nation. I, for one, as a naval aviator, am honored to have been in at the beginning and fortunate to have a continuing role in this great effort. Rear Admiral Alan Shepard, November 1971.
Welcome to the most demanding operating environment on the planet, the flight deck of a U.S. Navy aircraft carrier. 1,000 feet long and displacing 100,000 tons, 65 aircraft operate from its 4.5-acre flight deck. Catapults sling you into the air, accelerating your aircraft to 160 miles an hour in less than 310 feet. Hundreds of skilled personnel crowd the flight deck in multicolored jerseys, maintenance professionals, aircraft handlers, catapult and arresting gear technicians work tirelessly in a choreography that has been called the world's most complex and challenging team sport. The cycle repeats itself.
That's really cool, isn't it?
Today,
That was awesome.
launches and recoveries with important missions.
All right, we're gonna walk down. It's almost taxi time.
The landing is the critical phase.
We'll go across the Fells Point and walk around.
As a controlled crash. With little margin for error, you guide your aircraft to a precise landing point.
I got a text that said, "Keep your hands out of your pockets."
140 miles an hour to a complete stop in less than 340 feet.
Good, buddy. Thank you.
When the sun goes down, flight deck operations will resume. Shots launch you.
Show you this real quick. Then we probably got, because the taxi's right there. So we probably got about 10 minutes. I'll show you guys this real quick. Oops. All right. John Paul Jones, Stephen Decatur, James Lawrence, World War II, Wrecks of the Pacific, USS Yorktown, TB-1 Devastator torpedo bomber, Navy shipwrecks of the Revolutionary War. Thank you, Michael. Yeah, it'll all be good in the end, and I'll be a better man for it, if you know what I mean. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I was having the best day ever too, man. Like the tale of two halves of a day. You know what I mean? It was wild. Little place was cool. That video, if you watch it up close, it's almost like 3D. They put that water like it's level. You feel like you're sitting on the edge of the water. It's really cool. For real. Oh, and I mean, it ruined the whole weekend. They moved my belongings. I asked them no less than 10 times. My belongings are going to be here when I get out, right? Or are you moving? Nope, they're staying here. They're staying here. I walked. It was like 4.8 miles in 115-degree heat to go get my stuff, and they wouldn't even let me in the building. Guy beeps out. He goes, "Oh, sorry, we sent it over to the to whatever in North." Remember, we're in Southwest DC. We sent it over to whatever in Northeast, but they close at 2 on Friday, so you can get your stuff Monday. I was like, "What are you talking about? You got all 3 of my cell phones, my key to my car, which is stuck in a parking garage." It was a train wreck. Thank God. I had to beg one of them to call my mother because I don't know Moni's number by heart. Beg one of them to call my mother, and thank God she got in touch with Moni, and Moni had to get me ended up costing $133 Uber back to Baltimore, and I had nothing for I got home Friday afternoon. I had none of my stuff Friday, Saturday, Sunday. my wallet with all my credit cards was in my, in my glove box, in my car. I mean, everything, every cell phone, money. It really screwed me up. I missed. It would have been incredible down here. It was called Sail 250. They brought in all the U.S., the old Navy warships and everything. Plus, they were doing the military flyovers right here. I missed that, missed streaming that for you guys that weekend. I had a hotel Friday in D.C. I spent $130 on. Couldn't check in because they had my ID, of course. I didn't have my ID. So that was 130, extra almost 100 for parking, $133 Uber ride. Like, yeah, it was, oh, I was so mad. So mad. It'll all work out for me in the end, though. I will never ever. Yeah, my heart and blood pressure medications were in my car. I mean, everything, everything. I didn't have my medication for almost 48 hours that I take every morning. Over 48 hours. It was like 50 some hours. Just ridiculous. And we have proof on my side. We have evidence on my side. So it'll all work out in the end. I smell weed. Somebody's getting high. I just looked to the left. I thought it was Edgar's handler. Oh my God, it looked I had to do a double take. I was like, did he come up to the fucking Inner Harbor? It really looked like him. It wasn't. Alright. Guess we'll just hang out here. Let's see if they have times for the taxis. We should be getting close, I would guess. Board, pay, ride, repeat. How do we do this? Oh, here we go. Alright, so we're here. Harbor. And then that's the two that we just walked by. There's two stops. And then Fells Point, we'll get off there, walk around. We can cut over. Canton's really cool. There's a lot of really cool boats down there. So we'll walk around Fells. We'll walk down to Canton. And shit, at that point, maybe I want to save Fort McHenry for a day when we get in there for them raising the flag and playing the national anthem. So we'll walk around Fells and Canton. There's a lot of cool stuff there. And then we'll ride the taxi back. Okay, so the one we take, that's going to stop at Fells anyway. So we'll walk all that way. We'll do a walk by Fort McHenry at least. And come around and then to Locust Point, which is that way, and then we'll catch the water taxi back to right here. All right, so we'll walk around Fells Point, Lighthouse Point, Canton, down to Fort McHenry, and then walk up to Locust Point, take the taxi back, and by that point it'll either be time to cruise up to Pickles Pub by Camden Yards, check out the crowd. We'll see what's happening. I'll let you guys look at the people walking by for a minute while I get these tickets figured out. Might as well get it all day all day unlimited rides. Website. One ticket all day, the whole waterfront. Select date, that will be today, Friday the 10th. 11 to 8, 2 routes, 8 stops, scheduled service. Okay. I'm in. I thought. Damn, I'm not quite 8 years. I'll be able to get a senior discount. Jesus, that doesn't feel right. One adult. $20.99. That's not a cheap taxi ride. Book and pay. All right, well, Google Pay. Let's pay with my let's use Cash App. Okay, now. Booking number. We're booked. All right, we're riding a taxi all day. Go to my ticket. All right, we are in. We are riding the water taxi. We're riding. Question is, where is it? Somebody look that up for me, the USS Constellation. See how old that ship is? That is actually the original ship. That's not a... I mean, it's been restored. It was falling to pieces like 20, 30 years ago. Somebody let me know how old the USS Constellation is. Here comes a taxi. Or is he going the other way? Oh no, that's a different boat. That's one of those harbor cruises. Yeah, and the thing is, I asked them no less, I swear, 10 times. Are you, even on the way to drop me off to the precinct, I had to sleep that night because they had me there at theirs, booking me for 6 hours. After they fingerprinted me, they said it'll be a couple minutes. They told me I was getting released that day, by the way. Then they'd leave me sitting for 4 more hours. And I said, like 4 hours ago, you said I'm getting out in a couple minutes. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know how to break this to you. You've been really cooperative, been really nice. They knew they fucked up at that point. But you got to see a judge in the morning, so you're gonna have to stay. So I didn't find out for like 6 hours after getting arrested that I even had to spend the night. That's when I started asking, like, because I saw that the officer that was driving me did not bring my stuff. Where's my stuff going to be? It's going to be here, Precinct 1, U.S. Park Police. But right before I got out, you sure my stuff is going to be exactly where I left it? Yep. Go back there the next day. Oh, we sent it somewhere else. And oh, by the way, they close early on Friday. They're not even open. Yeah, it was a train wreck.
That baby good that's fantastic.
The original, 1854. Yeah, they reconstructed it. I remember that 4 years ago. Sweet, thank you, y'all. No, Zero Flux. I'm glad you gave me that too, because I knew they redid it. It was really falling apart, and it looks great. They restored it back to original. It looked like hell up until they redid it. Looks great now. Yep. It was, oh man, I was so miserable all weekend. All, all of you were freaking amazing, showing me support while I was in there. Moni, you were freaking amazing as always. You were the rock for me, getting stuff done. And all of you were just amazing, showing support online. I really appreciate all of you. It'll all work out for me in the end. It will all work out in the end. Here comes a water taxi. Here it comes. We are riding, ladies and gents. That was good timing. We are ready to ride. Yeah, there she comes. There's my ride. It's even expensive just coming to the harbor. Parking, cheapest parking I could find all day was $26 and 21 to ride a taxi. It's expensive just to get around downtown. Oh, those? I don't know. They're pretty big though. And she's tiny, so it makes them look even bigger. The girls probably know what they are. Yay. All right, boys and girls, it's ride time. It's taxi time. Yeah.
$15 for adults, $9 for kids.
You scan me now or later?
I'll scan it when we're underway.
Alrighty. Back of the bus, baby. Back of the bus. Always. Just walking around the downtown Baltimore. Just walked around the harbor, taking the water taxi, going over like Fells Point, which is really cool, and then Canton, cut through Fort McHenry, back to the water taxi, then back over this way, and then maybe up by Camden Yards before the game. That big crowd always hangs out at Pickles Pub across the street, so maybe we'll end up there. Just cruising Baltimore. I was gonna hook up with Dominic Fox, but I couldn't really. He was like in DC, but he had things he had to do. So maybe tomorrow I'll hang out with Dom. He wants me to show him around Baltimore. So there's a really cool. They have an annual Baltimore. They call it the Baltimore Washington Caribbean Fest, and they have like Druid Hill Park's like a huge park. They have like food, entertainment, everything. And Saturday at noon, out in the streets, they have a parade. It's like it looks like Carnival in Brazil, kind of. So I'm gonna go cover that tomorrow at noon. And Dom might come up for that, and maybe me and him will go do something. But we're just cruising around, having a good time. I got tired of sitting home. I missed you guys, so figured I haven't shown you guys my hometown yet. Might as well start today. USA, baby, America. That's our World Trade Center, Baltimore. On the way back to the car later, maybe the observation deck at the top. It's a really cool view of the whole city area. Maybe we'll go up to that later on the way out. Oh, how are you? I have a ticket. Alrighty, thank you. Yeah, it does. There's some nice. Couple of nice. That's a bad boy. So is the next one. Hey Allie, thanks for stopping in. Yeah. Those are beauties. Moni's gonna buy me one. Except mine's gonna say America America, baby, and it's gonna have me throwing up deuces on the side. Right, Queen? For real. and you're gonna buy it for me. Have a good day. Thanks for coming in, 209 Patriot. That little point right there, that's the aquarium. They didn't even like me filming on the sidewalk outside the aquarium. Yeah, for real. He's buying them for everybody. Both. You got to scrape them both together. The deed to the trailer and your big winnings from blackjack. First pit stop. This is I walked by here. This was the first where the Rusty Scupper. Y'all remember me walking by here? Pit stop number 1. Some people getting on. America, baby. Federal Hill. This is like the beginning of it. You go up and over. There's a lot of bars, restaurants, little trendy part of town, and right next to it, to the west, is Raven Stadium, and then back up towards north of that is Camden Yards. We'll walk up there later on. Okay, I see it. Yup. Let me fix it. Sucker. Still there. There we go. There we go. Good call, Queen. It starts wrapping around as we walk. We clear now? All right, I'll mute it every once in a while. off at Fed Hill. It's really cool there. They have the cobblestone street still. That's a really cool part of town. Not Fed Hill, Fells Point. I always get those two mixed up. We just left the bottom of Fed Hill. Fells Point. How much do you think those condos are? Switch sides. See if we get a weed. Mom still must be sleeping. She's gonna be upset. Trying to find Mom and we're calling your mom. Better. What are you doing? I've been live for over an hour and a half. Downtown, down at the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. I'm on a boat right now. Get your butt up and get in here. Alright, love you. Alright. Nah, your mom has arisen. She's gonna be in here in a few. Alright, we got Mom up. building by itself. That's Canton over there. We'll hit that after Fells Point. That's a cool little area too. I think we have arrived at Fells Point. City Pier Broadway. Yep. This is a really cool little area. I'm ready for a cigarette break. There's a big whopper right there. That's a big whopper right there. That's a good gig for a young dude. Drive the water taxis, cruise out on the water all day. I think we might be fixing to get a, since I never got to have one on my birthday, I think we might be fixing to get a ice cold natty bow today. Oh, you're good, you're good. Thank you, have a good day. Thank you, sir. We have arrived at Fells Point. Loved it. I hate driving my cars on these streets, but they're so cool, the old cobblestone streets. This is one of my favorite parts of town. Nighttime, it's gotten a little on the ghetto side, but it's really cool to walk through during the day. A lot of cool stores and restaurants.
How do we get to the outer loop?
Outer loop, inner loop, east loop, west loop. We'll walk up here. There's a really cool bar we used to go to up here. The horse you came in on used to have really good Bands play all the time. Tiny little place, but they used to always have really good local bands. It was a lot of fun. See if it's still here. God, I'm so old and not hip anymore. I don't know what's still here, what's gone. These streets are awesome. They're like old cobblestone. Spice and Tea Exchange. We'll walk up here. And it's still here. Spent many nights in there listening to. Yeah, so they're next door to each other, right? This is the original. Tell me this isn't funny. Okay, that's the original. The Horseshoe Came In On Saloon. And then next door they added another place. The Horseshoe Rode Out On Cantina. They're literally next door to each other. Isn't that funny? Horseshoe Came In On, the Horseshoe Rode Out On. But the Horseshoe Came Out, the Horseshoe Came In On was the original.
I think it's part of it.
Tattoo, there's a lot of tattoo shops down here. Up that way, it's mostly gets into like condos and stuff. We'll head back down to where all the stores are and everything. It's not fun crossing that street when you're drunk. I rolled many ankles crossing that street. Yeah, it's like an old school record shop. It's got all the old cool stuff. That's awesome. Love that. It's freaking awesome. America's oldest saloon, established 1775. And yep, Edgar Allan Poe used to drink here. The Horseshoe Came In On Saloon. Poe's last stop. It's the last place he drank. How freaking cool is that? They found him dead up here somewhere. They have it. I'll show you where it is. But yeah, this was the Horse You Came In On is where Edgar Allan Poe had his last drink before he staggered up the street. And he was found a few hours later dead. And then this was added probably in the last 20, 25 years. The Horseshoe Rode Out On next door. Yeah, that was Edgar Allan Poe's last. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. Yeah, we had an amazing vacation in DC. Me and Moni had freaking best time ever, and came home, rested up for a few days. Now I'm glad to be back. Got cool stuff going on all weekend. Tomorrow at noon Eastern, there's a really cool parade in Baltimore. It's like Caribbean, called the Caribbean Carnival, and they have really cool floats, and it's awesome. So I'll be streaming that, and then figure it out from there. So this is historic Fells Point. All the roads all along here up through Fells Point are all still cobblestone, which is really cool. A lot of really good restaurants, bars, really unique stores, shops along here. It's a really cool area. I love the repping the red, white, and blue all over the restaurant. Hell yeah, baby. America, baby. Look, vote against prohibition. Parking around here is a train wreck. Insomnia cookies. But at like 10 o'clock tonight, this is just gonna be filled with 20 somethings, trashed, hammered, walking everywhere, fights breaking out. It's chill during the day though. This market's got really good food here in the middle too. That's where the cobblestone is both sides here, and it's down all along the water. That's where it ends. Hershey's ice cream. Fat Tuesdays. That's a really cool sports bar. Watched many a games, done many a shots in that joint. Pie in the sky. Hot Zone Smoke Shop. It's crazy where in the county where I live, you see more smoke shops in one little area than you do down in the city now. It's crazy. Smoke shops, rehab facilities. It used to be such a nice little area. No mo. That's why we're getting out of Dodge. This pizza place has gigantic, I think 28-inch pizza slices. They stay open until like 4 in the morning. So when all the bars let out, everybody freaking piled out front of this place, sucking down greasy pizza. It's really good too.
Yeah.
Does anybody know, is MDG going out that Houston Ice protest again today? Or is he back up in the house chilling? Anybody know? Fells Point, yep. Yep, you know it. Okay. Is he streaming today? Is he doing his normal daytime stream? There's Natty Boo. Natty Boo. It was considered like crap. Like Schaefer, Nattyville, Wiedemann, they were all the $5.99 a case beers when I was in high school. And then all of a sudden, like Natty Bo got popular. Now it's considered like a Baltimore delicacy, which is funny. It used to be considered like, we used to call it piss water. We'd all put our dollars and quarters together and scrounge up. It would be $6.29 with tax to get a case. Now it's considered good beer. Wind's picking up. It said only we got a little bit of. Is that Fran? Is Fran in here?
That might be live on Instagram.
Surprised more people don't stop and shout out their socials. He was like only the second guy today that did it. If we went down the hood, they would all be doing it.
I used it for my.
Dom wants to take a tour of the hood when he comes, so that is a possibility after that parade tomorrow. We got a possibility of a tour of West Side Baltimore. Dom wants to see like the neighborhoods that inspired The Wire, so that could be fun. Cobblestone, we're back on the cobblestone. We are walking, Queen. I see 33 at the top of the screen. I see a 33. It's a lucky number. Cool old tobacco shop.
Go ahead,
City.
I'll see you later.
Might grab something to eat while I'm down here. Oh, hey, how you doing, buddy?
You want to help us protect the planet today?
Not right now. I'm live streaming now.
Okay, you're all good.
You wanted to know if I wanted to help protect the planet. I'm doing my part by vaping. Doing my part. We'll stay along the water till we get down to Canton. Thank you. I think that ends. I think we gotta go this way and then cut left. I haven't walked down this area in so freaking long. I think there's more stores and stuff on this if we stay this way. But you got the cool water views down here, so we'll cut through. Still got the cobblestone streets. Feels good walking again. I sat around the house like a bum for 3 days. I was feeling lazy. Feels great to get out and walk, stream, and talk to you guys. So I didn't stream a whole lot. I mean, that was a planned vacation me and Moni were taking already. But we did a couple hours of the flyovers. The heat was unbearable, and they had all the streets closed. And then as soon as we got close with the fireworks, the service was terrible, and I have top of the line streaming business service, and it was still, dude. So I just recorded it, enjoyed the fireworks, but we had an amazing vacation, and there's still so much more next time money comes up that we got to do, and we got to get your mom, Haley, and whoever else out to come out to DC and hang out. It's a lot of fun, a lot of stuff to do. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get cut off by the pier here. I do gotta go back up. You get cut off down here and you can't get through. We gotta stay up and then cut back towards the water. I was right the first time and I went against my gut and I struck out. I need a drink bad. Well, we're gonna pick up right here, then we're gonna light up a cigarette. Time out for 1 minute. I'll let y'all do Moni's favorite thing to do, watch traffic go by. She loves it. Getting windy. It said it's only a 17% chance of rain today. There's a couple little drops coming down, but it stopped. So we should be good to go. I wouldn't mind a little light rain. Cool me off. Cool off this wretched we got. Like you could like you could actually take a week of what? Of me? I don't think anybody can handle that. Talk about of me or of something else? We're almost to Canton. And it'll open back up and there'll be more stuff again. It's, I think, Thames Park. I think nobody there, a couple people with kids. A week of for? I thought you meant a week of me. That's no easy task either. The fact that you made, what, it ended up being 5 days, and I only pissed you off once, that was a freaking miracle. Oh, all right, we're gonna take a right. We're getting back up to where stores and actual life is here again. I think maybe we'll get something good to eat while we're down here today. I rarely eat out except when I was just in DC for 5 days. It's so expensive down there. Like an omelet, 5 chicken tenders was like $40. Or was it 2 omelets? 2 omelets and 4 chicken tenders were like $40, 45, something crazy. Food in downtown DC is expensive. It's like New York prices. Even we were like on the like kind of like where downtown merges into the hood in Northeast, and even there, like we ordered from like a couple of the hood places that are open 24 hours, and that wasn't cheap. Like what did we get from that, man? It was a place called Manny's actually, and that wasn't cheap. We just got a few things and it was $40-50. Yeah, you come to DC to visit for 3-4 days. Bring the debit card, the checkbook, all that stuff. The credit cards, they make you pay. But if you get an Airbnb, you can go shopping. There's a Walmart just north of downtown. So if you plan it right, you know what I mean, you can go shopping at Walmart, cook for yourself, maybe eat out once or twice, and it's not that bad. But I didn't want, like, it was vacation. I didn't want Moni cooking the whole time, you know. She made really, really good omelets one day, and the rest of the time we ate out. I feel like vacation, you should be on vacation. Even though I know some people think I keep her chained up in the basement and only let her out to cook for me and get what I want. Despite that, I'm not that. Ate real well. Potential fit. Yeah, we ate real well. Somebody ate real well. I passed on the buns on the burgers. Moni said, screw them counting cars, I'm on vacation. She even saved the buns from my burger one night. She wasn't letting them go. She said, don't throw them away. Good times. Oh, I can't believe this is empty on the waterfront. They have to be building something here. Probably condos or something. This is freaking primo waterfront property. Corn-fed said, you ain't throwing them buns away. I'm keeping them. I went in the microwave. She forgot about it. I went in the microwave to put eggs or something in it the next day. Here's my freaking hamburger buns from the night before. Alright, we are approaching, this is the outskirts of Canton. Captain James, that's a restaurant. It's really cool. Set up like a ship. They have really good seafood. Really good steamed crabs. cool looking. God, it's humid. And since it's like on the cusp of raining, but it's not yet, the humidity kicked up even more. At this point, I wish we'd get like a half an hour of freezing cold rain to cool me off. Bite. There's a Royal Farms. I've been there many a late night. Hawaiian bread, that's what it was. She said, don't throw them away. She said, we're on vacation. I'm gonna get that bread while I can. That was funny. I don't know. This used to be all nightclubs. This place used to be hopping. Seems like it's really died down now. There's the water right there. I don't know. I guess we catch the taxi out this way a little bit. Happy birthday, Travis! Happy birthday! There is nothing. This used to be all bars, restaurants, with outside seating. Canton is not what it was. Now the main, there is a strip that's still hopping up here. We'll go up there. It's up a little bit. Canton Square is up this way. But down here it used to be so different than it is now. Come on, rain. It's so freaking humid. Damn, some parts of the city have really changed. Canton Square is up this way. So quiet. It used to be people everywhere around here. Do. safe. There's a Safeway tower. So I know that's right. Yeah, we're getting ready to come up to the square. It's got a little park in the middle of the street. Bunch of bars and restaurants. At least it used to. Outside seating. Let's see if it still bees like that. I think we go up a block. I'm not sure. It should open up down here somewhere. See this? When I get my scooter, I'll be able to fly through these neighborhoods and go wherever I want and get there quick. Be able to fly through here. I think it's up one more block to the left. God, I haven't been down here so long. This was my hangout back in the 90s, early 2000s. Way back. Doesn't feel that long ago, but it is. Yeah, I think this is it here. I think this is it up here, Luzerne. That rings a bell. I think. Even in the shade, there's no. Get no break from that heat. Get Foster.
Better have everything. Can I do what? I'm sorry. You want me to hold something?
Fleet Street. I think we went too far. I think I gotta get back. I didn't go up high enough before I cut back. Let's see. Should be right somewhere in here. I think I just walked the big circle around Canton Square, dummy. Take me to Canton Square, Baltimore, Maryland. walk. Fleet Street. Okay. I'm on Fleet. But where the hell is it? I think see if we're going the right way. We went the wrong freaking way. I know. Yeah, I went past it. I should have came up further earlier. I should have just came straight up in the beginning instead of where that Real Farms was. I should have went up there and took a right. Bless my heart is right. And I just gave myself a bunch of uphill walking unnecessarily. What the freak? Okay, that's Eastern. Okay, we want O'Donnell. That's where it is. Yeah, I walked right around it like a dummy. Good God. Let me stop. I can't see the screen. What's that? What's that? What we got? Hold up. Let me figure this out. Never walked to Boston, like to freaking Canton. Always driven. Yeah, we want to get back down to O'Donnell. I'm a tard. Good God. Dirt, dirt, dirt. Just did some unnecessary exercise. It's right near that Safeway tower. I must have went right, like did a big circle around it. And just not going on the right street. Should I ride that? Get in there. Hey, hey. How you doing?
I'm good, babe. How you doing?
Good. At least I already did the uphill. We're going back downhill. We gotta go down to O'Donnell. Jesus. What was I doing? What was I freaking doing? Oh boy. Hey. Let's see. Should be. Where is the Safeway tower?
Turn right. Turn left.
Turn right, turn left. She don't know where she is either.
Turn right.
I can't.
Turn left.
I can't. I'm in the middle of the street. God, she sucks. All right. Okay, there's a safe. I know where I am now. Stupid ass.
Turn right.
I should have just kept going to the tower. All right, we're heading to Canton. Canton Square, here we come. Remember I was walking towards that and I was like, yeah, I got to go that way. And then I just kept wandering like a freaking moron. Jesus, what a cluster. All right. All right. Let's see. Let me go up here.
Turn right.
Here, we're coming up into. Yeah, I said go. There's the tower, and I went towards it, and then I took a left, and then kept going, and then, yeah. Praline, pecan praline, mixed with that Italian blend was freaking amazing. Remember the building I showed you on the water and I said that's Canton? That was like by itself? That's it right there. Why does it feel like Kenwood to make a right? Kenwood, make a right. Make a right on Kenwood. And then make a left. All right, we're almost there. Kenwood. We are making it. We are getting there. Right on Kenwood. Left on it with O'Donnell. All right, next turn we are there. O'Donnell. Yeah, I was on the wrong side of the tower. Like a dummy. Canton Square. It's like the little hipster part of the city. Tall bars, restaurants, stores. They got a little park in the middle. Just lots of crazy people. Down on the waterfront where I was walking when I first got here, that used to be all stores, bars, restaurants. Used to be really happening, but as you saw, it was like a ghost town on a Friday, which is crazy. Back in the day, shit, on a Tuesday afternoon, that place would be jumping. That's the waterfront back that way. Where we are going, basically I gave you pretty much a tour of every single block, how you doing, of Canton and the surrounding areas at this point. But yeah, we're hitting Canton Square. At least it used to be. Are we there yet? We're almost there. Yeah, this is it. This is the church at the end. So the two one-ways here, they meet up there and they separate. So it's right up there. We'll go up this side first. This is that little Catholic school, and then that's the church across the street. Now I know where I am. LOL.
Turn left.
Oh, shut her up. I don't need you anymore. Tell me to turn left. I know where I'm going now. I don't need you. Oh, wow. It's dead up here. Holy shit. Back in the day, right here, there would be people parking their car. There's no way you could park here ever. Back in the day. This is where my dad's second to last restaurant was, right up here. Rick's Cafe. That's where the infamous steroid scandal actually went down, with Orioles relief pitcher and a snitch whose sister actually worked at the restaurant for my dad. And the dude was in trouble for a real estate scam, and he ended up getting Jason Grimsley, who was a relief pitcher for the Orioles. He got him to get a shit ton of steroids shipped to his house, and it was a big setup with the feds, and that's what caused that whole Mitchell report and the big Congress getting involved and everything back in 2006, 2007. That all started right this third door down here. It's just crazy. There's nobody here on a Friday. This was it right here. It was Rick's Cafe. They used to have the doors open all the time during the day. This would be wide open. I mean, it would be jam packed. You couldn't move down here. The old Nacho Mamas next door. I mean, even this park in the middle, it just used to be like freaking people, like street performers, and holy crap. Canton is dead. It would be back 20 years ago, it'd be busier than this on a Tuesday afternoon in January if it was 10 degrees out. This is crazy. Holy crap. How dead this is. This used to be one of the most hopping parts of town. Same with Fells Point though, when I walked through. Friday afternoon back in the day, that place would be jam-packed with people. This is crazy. There's nobody here anymore. I've heard that real estate's really going down around here, so I guess that affects people. Wow. There's freaking nothing here. Dead. I'm gonna hook the battery pack up. Probably getting a little bit low. Handy dandy battery pack. Alright, we're good. Wow. I'm just shocked how dead this is. This place used to be one of the most at Vaccaro's. It's a famous bakery. What's his name? Dave Portney hit the pizza place here. Did his little pizza thing, and he gave the guy like 50 grand to save his business. I think it's up on the next block, but this place is, wow. What in the heck happened around here? This is a park. I mean, back in the day, every people on every one of these benches, there were people laying out in the grass. Wow, disappointing. Disappointing. Crap. Alright. Well, Canton sucks these days. It used to be the place to be. Alright, we'll head back to the water taxi and go back over by the harbor. It'll be a lot more people now down by the harbor. We'll go to the top of the World Trade Center. And that's a really cool view of the entire city and beyond. As long as I think they have, you can go up there from till 8 p.m. at night. We'll find out. If not, next time we come down, to the city, we'll hit that. Tomorrow, that Caribbean festival, parade. That's really cool. I've been to that before. It almost looks like, feels like you're at Carnival in Brazil. It's really wild. I don't remember seeing any of the satanic stuff that Carnival has, but there's a lot of really cool stuff. And you'll have lots of characters there because it's Baltimore, and it's in the west side in the hood. So that will be a good time in itself. Alright, we got to figure out where the water taxi will pick me up here in Canton. I know there's a stop here. Let's see. Let's find out. I'm thinking it's to the right, but we're gonna make sure. That's where we came from, down that way originally. Hold on one second. I'll put y'all down and check something. To the water tanks and salt. It says it's right down here. We'll find out.
In 300 feet, turn left. Turn left. Then, your destination will be on the right.
I think it's right straight ahead and then cut left at the water. We should be there. Yeah. At least I went the right way for something. I went all that walk to get to Canton Square, and it was like a ghost town. Back in the day, that place was freaking popping. Sign of the times, I guess. Sign of the times. Feet go left. Time to catch the water taxi again. Hopefully I'll get a little breeze on me while we're down there. Feet, turn left. Oh yeah, shit, there's one there. Motherfucker. Hope he's not taking off on me. Run, Forrest. See if they're going back towards the harbor. Phew.
Your destination is on the right.
No shit, shut up. See if they're going back towards the harbor. If not, we gotta wait for. Let's see. Let's see. Are you going back towards the harbor? Back towards the inner harbor?
We're going from here to Maritime Park.
Okay.
Like by living hospitals, Fells Point, and other places.
Fells Point, okay. So I got to wait for another one, I guess, to get all the way to the harbor. All right, thank you.
Oh yeah, you're waiting for the Outer Harbor trolley.
Outer Harbor?
Yeah, you're waiting for the trolley. Yeah.
Thank you. All right, Outer Harbor trolley. We got exercise for no reason, y'all. All right. Outer Harbor.
I just want to give you a heads up. I'm pretty sure we saw the boat that goes to the to like. Hang on. If your goal is to get to the inner harbor as fast as possible, then you should actually get on this boat. Like this boat is free, and it will take you to. Yeah, that's right. But if you want to get to the inner harbor, you're gonna need to get on one of the gate boats anyway.
Yeah, I've already paid.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we just get on there and go. Yeah, like we don't go to the exact same dock that the outer harbor goes to, but it's very close by. It's like less than, yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, we're getting a free ride to
We're not
Fells
gonna
Point.
depart until like 4:20. But
Okay.
I think it's faster than waiting for the outer harbor.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, 'cause-
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. All right, we're gonna take this back to Fells Point. Leaves in 5 minutes, and then Fells Point is halfway back to the harbor. We'll hop on the outer harbor back to where we started from. That's cool. Alrighty, away we go. Thanks again so much for your help.
Yeah, no problem. The only reason is because we saw the outer harbor loop leave just as we were coming in,
So
so
it
they're
could
not
be a
going to be
while.
back here until like 40 to 50 minutes.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. All right, we're getting a free lift back to Fells Point, and that'll get me back to the harbor quicker. Shout out to my man there, giving me a free ride and telling me it's gonna be much quicker for me getting back. We'll sit on this side so you can see the water. Hey, he said we're leaving at 4:20. So when we take off, who's celebrating? Who's celebrating when we take off? 4:20. Who is celebrating 4:20 when we take off? I could use walking directions for sure. Dude, I've lived here my whole life, and I get lost in a place I used to hang out at every weekend for like 10 years. Oh, shit. 4:20 too hot. It's 4:20 somewhere. Getting ready to be 4:20 here. What you got out there? That's a big sucker right there. And back that way to the left is where a lot of cruise ships and there's a lot of cargo back there. Cargo ships. At least I'm getting a little breeze. The other one, it was $20 all day, and there's like 6 stops along the water, so you can ride it back and forth all day from like 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. So it's not that bad. It's, you know, it was cool to ride out in the water and show everybody the harbor and everything, so it was worth it. But this one just happened to be free. This is like just kind of goes from Canton to Fells Point, and he was telling Nick Shirley, New York. Was he down in Canal Street, where all the illegals? Thank you. Yeah, I'm finally getting used to it. Like when I wake up in the morning, walk in the bathroom, first couple of days I was like, whoa, but I'm really getting used to it now. Hey. America, baby. Really light drizzle. I mean, super duper light drizzle. I actually wish it would pick up a little bit. It's so freaking humid, it would cool me off tremendously. But it's a really super light drizzle. It actually made it more humid. You know, it's like steamy and humid. So I would welcome the rain right now, big time. I got me a workout. All right, we are taking off. Who cares, man? In New York, he's getting it done. Going state to state, gotta love that kid. God, I remember the first time I ran into him at DC, he was like 16 or 17. He was with his mom. But you could tell he just had something special about him. He was like comfortable talking to people. He had the it factor even back then. Kid's amazing, man. He's a national treasure. Catherine's got a killer mullet, man. Dude's got the locks going, man. Killer mullet. Hell yeah. And we're off. This one's got a little more pep than the other one. See that lovely water? There's trash. Even out here you see trash floating. Dead fish. No wonder. Poor fish. Look how many dead fish, little white spots you see out there on the water. See them? They're everywhere. Because of the nasty toxins. You're celebrating 420. It's 422. Clean. Yeah, good though. I think I gained a couple LBs too. For real. Oh, wait till you have to come to BWI. It's like twice the size. Yeah. Yeah, you got me a free pair of sunglasses too, the ones I have on. She got me these. And they match the Uncle Sam outfit perfect. I could go for sugar-free lemonade right now, ice cold. Shit, I could even go for one with sugar in it right now. Ugh.
That boat headed in Fells Point is the Inner Harbor Loop.
Oh,
So
awesome.
basically, I think you can still catch it there. You're going to need to hustle.
Okay, awesome. He told me that black boat heading in there right there, that's the one I gotta catch. No, Mom. Timmy and I think Ginger and a few other people. We'll get more. You gotta remember, Mom, I haven't done any streams since 4th of July. Took a couple days off. So we're just getting rolling. Get them, Mom. Push them. I think Ed did too, didn't he? I don't know. It doesn't matter. They'll come. Oh yeah, I gotta get Queen hers. See how she treats me? Alright, we're gonna have to hustle back to that black boat right there, and we're going somewhere over here. So I'm gonna have to run forest a few blocks.
Small black one, that one, big black one.
Alright, we got a hustle, gang. We got a hustle, gang. Mom, we got to get the custom emojis going too. Alright, so I only got to hustle over like 2 blocks. I'll get there. I think they usually wait a couple minutes before they take back off. Alright, y'all, we got to get back over that way. We got about 2 blocks. Watch them just take off when I get there, and I got to wait like 50 minutes. I'll just walk at that point. I could probably walk back to the harbor in 25 minutes, half hour. If we can catch this one, then we'll ride it back. Alright. We gotta run for it. Thank you. Have a good one. Thank you, sir. What's a couple blocks that way, right?
Yep.
All right. Thanks a lot.
You're very welcome.
Appreciate your help. I will. All right, it's speedball time, kids. Gotta get on the other side of that building. If not, we're walking the wrong way and we're gonna walk back this way to get to the harbor. All right. I gotta see. I might have to go around this building a long way. I don't think I can walk around the front of it. It's hard to tell. Nah, I think I can get around it. But if I can't, then I'm gonna have to make my walk longer. Oh, we gonna make it? What do we think? I'm going with my luck now. I don't think. Can we cut straight through? Can I cut straight through? We can. I didn't know we could do this. We're running, we're hustling. Is it the next one in? Shit. Yeah, of course, we still got to get one more down. I don't think we're going to make it. That was like, I got to get in front of that city pier around this wharf. I don't think it's in here. It might be, though. Actually, it is. Don't leave me. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Fuck. Are you kidding me? Yup. Son of a bitch. God. I'll see if somebody's down there, see if they're long. Know how long it's gonna be. Son of a bitch, I was right here. I just had to get right there. Damn. I knew it. Remember I called it? I said, I'm not gonna make it. I knew it. All right, let's see when the next one comes, if they have a schedule. Inner Harbor Loop. All right, what time is it? That must have been 4:37, 5:20. Yeah. Outer Harbor Loop. Yeah, we want the inner. Are you kidding? 4:37, 5:20. I ain't sitting here for no 40 minutes. I am gonna get some kind of drink though. That we are gonna do. Ah, that's how my luck goes. If it's gonna be like make it, don't make it, or get lucky, not get lucky, I'll get the not lucky or don't make it every time. Like clockwork. Let's see. Diet Coke, I don't know. I don't want sugar. I don't know. We got ice cream. We got the market up here. Let's hit the market. Because if I walk back to the harbor, I got to go this way and left anyway. It's not that far. Hands up. Hands up. Let's hit the market. I think it's air conditioned in there and we'll get something good to drink. Ice cold to drink. And then we'll head back towards the harbor. Public market. How do I get in the market? Can I go all the way around? Used to be all open. We need a drink. Is this all Chop Tank? Okay, this is the market. This is all the Chop Tank now. It's like one restaurant. Used to be. The market used to be all that. Different world than it used to be. Market. Drink. Let's get a drink. Something ice cold. All right. Ah, the air conditioning. This is lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. What am I? High Street. What do I want? Seafood. Is there more? I think there's more stuff up here. So, oh, you have the Diet Coke. And what is that? Anything? Any sugar free? No. 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 Damn. Let's see anything more. Anything? Looks like hardly anything that. This used to be all stores. I don't know. I don't even care. I'm not gonna. All right, I'm gonna turn the camera off. So y'all don't have to watch me pee. We're back. We are back. One entrance and one exit. It's all the same. Hey. It's hot. Man, it felt good in there. We're just walking. We're not waiting. We're walking. Excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're good. We're walking back to the harbor. We ain't waiting no 35, 40 minutes. I'll be back there in 15. Uh-oh. For Shelly, Pokemon. We got Pokemon cards. Shout out to Shelly. Shout out to Shelly. We saw Pokemon. Pokemon cards. You know what? We need a new vape. I bet you one of these places. The place by my house is like running out. Down here, they probably got everything. They're probably expensive as shit down here, though. Probably way more expensive than out in the county. There's Baltimore rush hour traffic. Dead stop. Where I am, shouldn't be too bad. I can kind of take a side, not really main route. It's only like 7 miles to my house from where we parked. I ended up saying, screw it. They had an ice cold water fountain. I just drank some of that instead of paying $3 for a water when I got a million of them at home. I just didn't feel like carrying a bag today. So I only had one of those noon drinks. It's like Gatorade tablets. Turns your water to like a Gatorade. So I have one bottle of that. That's been going for a while though. And it's humid as shit out here. We'll walk through power plant too, where all the bars are. It should be starting to get hopping down there by now. Fleet Street. There's Domino Sugar out there in the water. We don't have a sidewalk, but we'll get up here real quick. Sidewalk continues right up here. This is like tweener in between Fells Point and the harbor. Little Italy's down that way, north. I would cut through, but it's out of the way. And there's really nothing anymore. It's like there's no Italians left that live there. Used to be the whole neighborhood. Italians live there. Italians own all the restaurants. Now all the restaurants are owned by Middle Easterners. The neighborhood has gotten ghetto crime. Ain't what it was. It's a shame. That was my dad's first job when he came to America was 69. He was started out as a line cook at Sabatino's. He ended up being the head chef within a couple years. And then he opened his first sub shop in '79. But we used to go down there all the time and eat. It was cool. He worked at Sabatino's, which is one of the most famous in Little Italy in Baltimore. Their bookmaker salad is their signature. And it's like all the baseball, football players, when they were in town, they'd all go to dinner there, to the game. Rock stars, when they were here for concerts, they would all go there. My dad used to bring me all kind of autographed memorabilia from players that came in to eat. Bought me a autographed picture of Rod Stewart back in the 70s. From when he came in there. It was Rod Stewart in one of his leather outfits, standing in front of a Maserati, chilling. I'll tell you how bad it has gotten in Baltimore. I was looking how bad tourism is here. This hotel right here, Avalon, can get a room on Priceline for $96 a night in July. Normally that shit 20 years ago you were paying $250, $300 a night for that hotel. $96 a night. That's how bad tourism is in Baltimore right now. Right by the Inner Harbor, overlooking the water. Crazy, I paid more for that, for a freaking hole in the wall dump in DC on New York Avenue in the hood. It cost me $110 a night. When I say the hood, I mean the hood. There's freaking hookers walking around and everything. Clean rooms though, really clean. But yeah, $96 a night you can stay in this place right now, which is insane. There's the idiots all honking their horns at each other. think we can cut through some harbor down this way. That's why they call it Charm City. Wish we could get it. Should we still be waiting, what, another 20 plus minutes? We are not there yet. I'm going to try to get to the top of the World Trade Center, the observation deck. It's getting a really cool view of Baltimore. And I mean, you see all the way out to the Chesapeake Bay. How you doing, brother? Reeboks with the... She turned around and gave that big booty a smack. My man was jamming. That's a cool old, I guess that's a lighthouse, kinda, sorta, right? That's pretty hot, Fedora. Holy bejesus. Yeah, we got that dead humid air here. It's not super duper hot, it's like 89, but the real feels like 98 or 99, and it's just dead sticky air. And since it like tiny bit drizzle earlier, that made it even more humid. Walking through the maze, trying to get back down to the hole, but we're almost there. Just gotta get right in there. We're almost there. Yeah, that's the back of the Hard Rock and all them right there. So as soon as we cross over there and go in the front, we're almost where we're going, Queen. Oh, we got another cool ship here. See what this one is while we're here. What do we got here? There's Ruth's Chris, the most overrated steakhouse known to man. My icy trucks. Last time I did one in DC, I ate it so fast and then chased it with ice cold water. I puked by the White House. Let's see, what is this? Actually, I can get a better shot from over here. Cross. Go O's! Yeah, we can get a better shot from over here. I was gonna walk down next to it, but up here. You know what? Coast Guard. Yeah, it's the old power plant building. That's the one on the other side of the hard rock and everything is when I first walked up. This was the original, whatever the power company was before it became Baltimore Gas and Electric. They operated out of this building. All those smokestacks and everything, they're original. Water stinks down here. God. I think they would do something with it. See, we walked through here earlier. This is the front of the old power plant building where Hard Rock Cafe is and everything. And it used to be ESPN Zone. Let's see if we can still get up the observation deck in the World Trade Center. I'm so ready for a freaking ice cold water when I get home. Oh, it's gonna be amazing. That's the World Trade Center right there. Nice. See the U.S. flag through the trees up there. See it? America, baby. That's the aquarium. The one that comes to the triangle point up that way is the aquarium. Let's see what time. We're parked right up there. Let's see what times we can go up to the observation deck. How you doing?
Hey guys.
Let's see what time we can go up there. Start at the top, 7 days a week. Doesn't say what time. Alright. Let's see. Let's see. Hello. Oh, there it is. Okay. Trying to see what time we can go out. Time. 6:30. Okay. And you're open tomorrow and Sunday. Is it like a certain time that you take people up, or just when you buy your ticket, you just go? Okay. All right. I'll probably come back tomorrow. Thank you. All right. Observation deck is open 7 days. Here's the, we're back to the 9/11 memorial. Look at this. Again, for those of you that were not here with me early. Together we remember the people of Maryland who perished on 9/11/2001. And everybody, all Americans who lost somebody that day and perished that day. That's one of the beams from one of the Twin Towers. It's got all the names of everybody. I remember seeing this one earlier. Amelia Fields, 9/11/55. It was literally her birthday. That poor woman probably was in a great mood, celebrating her birthday, and then like they say, we'll walk down here and see if there's any.
Oh, we're back again. Okay, back.
Hey, there they are. There used to be 1 billion people walking here on a Friday in July. This is insane. There's nobody here. These used to be all stores and restaurants. You guys want to walk through here? Maybe we can get an ice cold drink. These pavilions, I mean, this used to just be freaking jam-packed. It's insane how dead. This was like the main tourist attraction in Baltimore. Let's see if there, I know food used to be in the other pavilion. Let's see. Pizza Lux, Milton's Daughters, Pandora's, Cafe, Kitchen, Pratt Street. All right, we got food, so we probably got drinks in here. It's insane though, these look, empty stores, empty. It just used to be packed with people, 24/7, empty. This was all open, and it was all a whole another row of stores, and the storefronts faced Pratt Street. This is insane. There's nobody in here. Restaurants closed. The fuck, is there anything open? This is the mall at the Inner Harbor. Like, it's crazy. Nice and cool in here, though, I'll tell you that. What the hell? Is anybody open? This is insane. Closed. What the hell? That is crazy. We found something open. Where did all the people go? What happened to the Inner Harbor? How you doing? You have any diet soda? So good. What is it been there? Or there's no stores over there. This place used to be.
It used to be lighter.
Yeah, Pat.
I haven't been in years
Right?
and it's dead.
I've been here like 15 years.
Me too.
There's people everywhere.
I know.
It's insane. I kept walking around going, where is everybody? Was it 207? I think I got 7 cents. No, I don't have the change, sorry. I don't have the change. Thank you. It's, oh my God. It's just like out front there, you couldn't, it was like shoulder to shoulder. You could not even stand out there and drink or eat or anything. It's crazy. It's insane. What happened to the Inner Harbor? Bridge closed. The Inner Harbor has died. All right, y'all, I'm just gonna head back to the car. I'm like 2 blocks away. Tomorrow at noon Eastern, we had the Caribbean Parade in downtown Baltimore. That's really cool. That'll last a couple hours. Supposed to hook up with Dominic, do something down here. He wants to see Baltimore, so we'll do something cool with Dominic, hopefully. If not, we'll do something regardless. But everybody have a good Friday night, and I will see you tomorrow noon Eastern time. Deuces. Love y'all.